Hey everyone, I'm Seren the Healer, back with your love reading by design for the month of July. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an archetype card for the month with this deck. This is our Sacred Forest Oracle. Then I'm going to pull our message with the LightSeer's Tarot, and I am going to pull one love card for each design type within the sign for each reading. All right, so we're gonna do that for each video and see what kind of messages we get. Okay, Virgo, so this message actually looks like a distraction. It looks like you get lured off of your path by the promise of fun or temporary fling, some sort of maybe it's a weekend vacay with somebody sexy, and it pulls you off of your path. It pulls you off of your focus. It doesn't end up being worth it in the end. Maybe it is a text from somebody that you used to deal with, you know, and you fall down that whole past path of dealing with this person, and it ends up that they don't have anything new to offer to you, or, you know, something of that effect. All right, so for generators, it's going to be, yeah, this looks like somebody that generators used to deal with. And the reason why it's easy to fall back in with this person is because you have recently been thinking about the good parts of that relationship, the passion, the connection, the sex. Like, there was a lot of stuff that you had with that person that you have not currently had in a while. Maybe the past person, the more recent person that you dealt with, the pull wasn't that strong. You didn't have that magnetic, you know, energy between you. And so when this person hits you up, you're like, I gotta talk to him, you know, I gotta see this person. It must be meant to be, you know. But it takes a lot of strength to have to try and pull yourself back to where you were at, the progress, the growth, the focus, the drive, the, you know, passion for your life and what you want to do, where you're headed, where you want to be after dealing with this person. It takes a lot of energy to disentangle from the crap that this person pulls you into, and in the end you feel like you end up behind where you were when you started out. All right, so for manifesting generators, this is, it's like this person was like the one that got away. Like this was the person that you felt like was your one that you were supposed to be with, and then you find out that they broke up with the person that they were dealing with, and you either hit them up or they hit you up, and you end up going out, or you end up, you know, trying to rekindle or get back together. It's like, oh, I know I messed up when I picked them over you. Like I really should have, you know, listened to what I felt was real and all that, right? And they feed you all of this, and then, you know, the path goes the same way. They don't have anything new to offer. They still have the bigger, better, brighter syndrome, to where they're looking at anything and everything that passes their, you know, crosses their path, trying to see if maybe they should be over there, maybe they should be over there, instead of with whoever they're with, right? And nothing, there's no growth or maturity that has happened there since you last dealt with that person, right? So it looks like this is a person that you want to deal with. It looks like, so you missed out on something from far away, but then when you finally get that chance to see this person up close, it messes with you so much and throws you so far off path, so far away from what you ultimately really want, that it takes a lot of your energy, a lot of struggle, and probably, you know, a lot of time that you could have committed to something that would have actually brought you forward, you know? All right, so for manifestors, this is someone who was feeling you more than you were feeling them. And it's like you get a ego boost. You get a, it feels good to be wanted by this person, because even though like they are not necessarily the person that you feel got away, they're still like it's not a person that would make you look bad to deal with them, you know? Like maybe they have a great job, maybe they are in a really good social standing, social wise, like in a you know, a good place in the social circles that you like to deal with and hang around, that sort of thing. Maybe they are someone who's higher up in the career that you're going after, you know, something like that, to where if you were to deal with this person, you guys would kind of be like in power couple status, but there's something like you're not really feeling this person in that way. So it feels nice for them to come to you and be like, oh, you're amazing. Oh, I feel like we're meant to be. We should be together. You are so brilliant, and you're so this and you're so that, and blah, 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 right? And so it lures you in, it pulls you in with like that feeling of, is this what love's supposed to feel like? Like I deserve to have this type of attention from someone, right? To have somebody that is into me in this way. Maybe the last person you dealt with didn't really feel you like that, or maybe they were too prideful to let on that they were feeling you in that way. They never sweated you. They never blew you up on social media like, oh, this is the person I'm dealing with, you know. They were really low key with their love and the way that they felt, and you know, who they were dealing with. It was more of a secretive type of thing. And so to have this person who looks dope generally, you know, to want to put you in that place of high esteem of like, yeah, that's there go my, you know what I mean? Like they're saying, this is who I deal with, you know, you feel that pull, you know, but again, it throws you off track. It's a situation to where it does not pan out to be an advantage to you in any way. This person, either they flip it, and then once they have you and have your attention, then they stop putting in any type of effort, leaving you feeling like, what the heck just happened, you know? Or it's a situation to where like they put out that front, but then there's nothing behind it. There's no substance. There's no action, you know? So they're willing to you know, to gas your head up and tell you how great they think you are and what have you. But then when it comes to like, I don't know, going out or doing things or making plans, they're just like fall flat. There's no substance or integrity or any type of personality or anything behind that. It's just words, right? So the time that it takes you to make your way through that maze is just enough to either make you miss an opportunity or to make you emotionally vulnerable to where you're, you know, feeling like your confidence is low, you know, that sort of thing. Like, okay, well, if that person was just gassing me up the whole time, then maybe I'm not so great, you know? All right, so for projectors, this looks like another, it's similar to what I saw for the manifestors, except this person is like intentionally gassing your head up to try and get something from you. They're intentionally being, you know, manipulative and trying to pull strings and make things seem and look a certain way that it's not. And it feels like, gosh, it feels opposite to whatever you dealt with last. So it's kind of like that rebound type of energy, you know, to where you're not necessarily feeling that person. What you're feeling about that person is that they're so opposite and different to the last person that you dealt with that it just automatically is attractive. It's like by default attractive because it is opposite to what just hurt you, opposite to what you are healing from, opposite to what you know, just went through. And so you feel like, okay, well, if blue, you know, was wrong, then let me do red, you know, like if purple was that bad, then let me do orange. Like it's, you know, wanting to do whatever is the immediate opposite to what you just did off of like rebound, you know, just to try and get as far away from what you just dealt with as possible, right? And so this person is someone who is aware of what you're looking for. Maybe they flat out ask you and you tell them, and then they just try to be that, you know. It's kind of one of those situations where it's just it's highly contrived, you know, and it takes everything, all the energy you have to pull yourself from that and reroute yourself towards what you initially wanted or what you really want at your core. Because I feel like these two energies are opposite, but at first glance they look identical, you know? Okay, so then we have our reflectors. This is so interesting. I keep getting this card in either one of these two places. I would show these, but I never know which ones are gonna have, you know, nudity or pictures that I can't really show on my channel. So without having to figure out the blur function and all that, I'm just going through and taking a peek at it myself and then telling you what, you know, how it correlates to the message. I meant to say that at the beginning. But yes, this card, it's interesting. It toggles between the projectors and the reflectors energy of what's going on with this. And it literally, to me, it looks like an offer. And it's like a very, I want to say like benign offer. Like it doesn't seem like it's, it doesn't seem like it has a very high impact, whether you accept it or not, you know? But it's definitely connected with this message in the way that it distracts you, you know? So it's like, I don't know, like a tiny distraction that seems harmless, but it knocks down the first domino. Okay, So it's like, gosh, what, I'm trying to pull an analogy, and gosh, I'm thinking of a movie, but I can't remember the name of this movie. It was this girl that was going for an interview, and walking down the street, she noticed this beautiful scarf in a store window. And she got it in her head that she had to have that scarf for the interview. Like, if I have that scarf, and she like allowed herself to like fantasize about, you know, what type of girl she would be if she wore that scarf, and how people would see her, and how she would just ace the interview or whatever. And so then her focus came to like figuring out how to afford the scarf. Like, what can I do real quick so that I can have this scarf? Because the scarf in her mind at that point equaled the job. So then she had to get the scarf in order to go ace the interview, you know? And it became, you know, I see that as like a talisman, like how you would use a talisman. You imbue this inanimate object with a power, you know, like Dumbo's feather, right? You give it that power and say, this is what this is for, you know, and then when you come ready to extract that power back, it's there for you, you know? So it's something to that effect. It's like you have given this offer the power to influence the next domino, which influences the next domino, which influences the next domino, you know, but at the end of the day, it was just a scarf, you know? So when things go wrong or right, you know, you can't really attribute it either way to that inanimate object. It had to do with your belief in that thing, right? So with this being an offer, it's like whether you accept it or not, your outcome has more to do with your attitude toward it. It has more to do with your belief in what it's going to lead to. It has more to do with what you attribute that to, you know, like me accepting this offer means that I'm this type of person, or me turning down this offer means that I'm that type of person. And so being that type of person, now this type of offer is available to me, you know, that sort of thing. It's like we attribute the value, the significance to things according to arbitrary beliefs that we've carried or that we hold throughout our lives. And I feel like this, in this particular message, this offer, it literally can go either way, but it's up to you to you know, place that meaning. And it literally looks like it's going to be one of those situations where you're like, oh, I never should have taken that offer. This is the reason why my car won't start now. You know, like you're blowing it out of proportion. And the underlying thing is that you've gotten off from, you've gotten off the path towards the happiness. So happiness, just like balance, just like, you know, a lot of different concepts that we talk about on, you know, the Woke Culture Collective, it's one of those intangibles that you have to, you can't just get it like a badge or like a diploma or like a gold star. You know, it's something that you need to be working towards at all times in order to have it. So you have to be moving towards something that feels better, something that is better, something that, you know, the next step. That's why it's what keeps us going, right? So it's not something, a place that you go and you can just move in and stay there. You have to feel that motion towards it, that motion forward towards it. And your valuation of this offer can either make you feel as though you're moving towards or you're moving away from. So it doesn't matter which decision you make, as long as your decision feels like you're moving towards this and not away. So it's up to you to decide which is which. All right. I hope that wasn't as confusing as it felt like it was. I like being able to like use the cards as part of my storytelling in order to help you understand it. But I feel like if I can't if I can't show them all, I shouldn't show any of them, you know. So these guys are gonna remain flipped over. But that is the message for Virgos for July, and I will love to see you back here again next month. I'd love to see your comments, do all the things, the likes, the shares, the all the things. I love it so much, and this is so much fun for me. So if you guys are enjoying it, please don't hesitate to let me know, and we will just keep it on. We'll keep it going. All right. Bye now.